So this week, I finally had the opportunity to take photos again. If you didn't know already, photography is my primary form of expression. But since Rona hit, I've had to pause and reevaluate my plans. Nevertheless, Mason was the first person I've taken photos of since July. So although I felt excited, it was a bit daunting as well, just because my process consists of studying photos and finding compositions that would complement the subject. Also, I have to establish a personal connection, which I think is most important. Beyond the gear and the software, if it doesn't make you feel a way, then you've already failed before you even started. Luckily, Mason was like a burst of energy.
You can send it through your phone number, right? You can't even begin to explain how insane you are, okay?
We connected so organically from the minute we first met that day. The location we chose was the Gerald D. Hines Water Wall in Houston, Texas. A beautiful area with nice trees and the Williams Tower right across. The water wall that day was conveniently under construction, and on top of that, there was a ton of people, so it kind of limited us to where we could shoot. But we made that shit work. Overall, I was pretty satisfied with what I captured. We incorporated a lot of the trees in the area. I was really looking forward to getting some photos of her in the water wall, but thanks to Mason's positive energy and her enthusiasm, I think we ended up getting some great stuff. I also tried to incorporate the Williams Tower, one of Houston's most recognized buildings, but it was a bit of a challenge. When you don't have control of the environment and people kept walking by, I felt a bit rushed. But overall, I was pretty content. Like I said, I really do like taking the time to get to know the people I photograph. It takes away the nerves, and it also strengthens that relationship I like to build with every human being. With Mason, she is multifaceted and very ambitious, to say the least. She's always had a passion for the arts, and is currently honing all her time into her clothing brand, Tamashi. Thankfully, we had the chance to connect further after the shoot. I had the chance to ask her some questions in regards to her creative journey. I was gonna ask you what made you start doing creative work. When was your first time that you can remember that kind of like started everything off?
I've always been really creative. There's never been a point in my life where I wasn't. So when I was little, I was always doing plays and stuff, and before that, like, I would just choreograph like routines. Like, I would take my mom's like little film camera and film things. Like, there's never been a point in my life where I haven't been that.
In regards to like your art, are you more like taking it one step at a time, or do you have like these goals or these milestones that you want to attain for yourself as time goes on?
It's a little bit of both. I definitely, like, I'm an organized person in the sense that, like, I have written out the benchmark of when all of the goals that I have are going to come to fruition, but I'm focusing solely on one thing. So right now, it's my clothing brand. So I'm going to take that as far as I can take it, you know? Eventually, yes, I have other goals, but I want to see kind of where everything takes me, because we can't plan out our life to a T in every aspect. But I can say, you know, I want to have these many clothes out by this time. I want to reach out to these people, work with these people, make this much money. Benchmarks. I look at things and I go, this scares me, so I now have to do it. You don't have an option, Mason. So it kind of, it's like there's a therapy like that where it's exposure therapy. So that's what I do with myself, and I think like I learned through doing things that I'm scared of that there was nothing to be scared of, and I can probably do the next thing too. And as far as like just going through life with that, I think I believe it's made me stronger, and I just can't look back at it and be like, poor me. Like I have to say, like, look what I overcame, not look what I'm going through.
Now, one of the reasons why I've fallen in love with portrait photography is the stories you get to share, the perspective you gain from interacting with different walks of life. It definitely deepens my understanding emotionally, mentally, and creatively, which is the most fulfilling aspect to me. It makes everything truly worth it. So if you like this video, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And also leave a comment down below on some other videos you want to see. And as always, thank you for your support, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.